Beautiful strip. And he's done it. Good evening to the highlights of the day's play, to which I was very much looking forward before a ball was bowled. 251 for Australia, and a real chance for them to back up their fine batting at the tail end of that Old Trafford Test match. Are they on the way back? Well, we were going to find out this morning. 251 for 4 with Border 51, and conditions just as they were yesterday. Not a cloud in the sky, a temperature promised of round about 29 degrees, and the England bowlers, well, perhaps just a little bit weary from their exertions yesterday. We pick up Willis now as he's being roared in by the crowd. Young Dirk Whallam is taking strike against him. No runs have been added, and in the commentary box, Tom Graveney and Jim Laker.
So, fair share of short deliveries coming here from Bob Willis.
Yes, Bob Willis giving Dirk Whallam everything he's got.
And he's got it all over the place. 2 or 3 short ones, picked one up, took Whallam by surprise, beat him there for pace, and Whallam goes for 24, leaving Australia 260 for 5. Very intelligent piece of bowling there from Bob Willis. Softened him up with a number of short ones, got him worried and rocking on the back foot, and then the well-pitched up one. So Rod Marsh to face. Oh, it's amazing the number of Australians this innings who got away with such confident shots. Won't reach the fence, but Marsh off for 3 with a very pleasant off drive.
Good shot by Rod Marsh. Front foot right down the wicket.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Great straight drive. Took into account a little bit of swing. It's racing down the pavilion. Boycott giving chase. So a beautiful straight drive there from Border. Takes him on to 59. Short again. He's middled it beautifully. And it's 4 more to Rod Marsh. Well, to date, he's really sorted out the ones to hook and the ones to leave alone. So Willis again to Marsh to complete his over. He's edged it, and he's caught it the second attempt. He's both and once more, would you believe?
And here we can see, watch Rod Marsh's feet. They don't really move at all, and he's just played across that a fraction. Goes to Chris Tavare, and Ian Botham catches the rebound.
Oh, great shot, cracking shot. Paul Parker can do nothing but run and retrieve it. 4 runs to Border. Good stop.
And this first delivery from Mike Hendrick, not bouncing as high as Alan Border thought, and a magnificent stop there by Alan Knott. And he very nearly tipped that onto the helmet lying behind, which would have been 5 runs.
This time the gap, and Parker has to chase. And he's got a good arm, they know that. A wonderful throw. First bounce, top of the stumps. So Australia approaching the 300 mark.
British caught him. Wright just waited there. It was a ball of very, very full length, almost a Yorker, and really took a sharp catch. Was moving very quickly, and Botham has taken another wicket. Good start for the Australian fast bowler. And perhaps not such a good throw from Bob Willis without the extra single. That's very good cricket from young Alan Border.
Splendid cricket.
Good shot. A trifle rustic, but a real good old-fashioned pelt.
Over they go. Bob Willis's 4th wicket of the innings, and he really has responded to the roars of the crowd and the instructions of his captain. And away goes Dennis Lillee. Off the pad, but that's enough. And Liam Botham has said goodbye to Terry Oldham. He hikes it over that close field, and it's the exact approach which Tom Gray really recommended. 4 runs to Border. The Australian dressing room, the balcony outside, and they've spent some time watching Border lately. Oh, what a magnificent effort, what a splendidly calculated chance taken by Border to drive Botham over the top, but you must expect miracles, and Botham almost pulled off yet another one.
And this really is terrific stuff. Alan Border making his mind up to go for the big one, over the top, getting a little bit close to it, and it goes high and left to Ian Botham, and he just knocks it down. Marvellous effort.
This time the middle of the bat, and the ball flashes away. 4 runs Border. Alan Border goes up to 90. Australia 331 for 9. Well, so far they appear to be fairly tolerant and understanding these tactics. Oh, good shot. Perfectly good shot. Found the gap between mid-on and the stumps. And he's going to run the 3, and he's taking the bowling. Well, that's fine play by Alan Border. And that really makes a nonsense of the England strategy for a moment, because there's nothing that they can do to stop this man from taking most of the strike and playing most of the shots. So Australia now 333. Although both looks a bit casual and shortened his run up in this pointless bit of cricket, he can still manage to bowl the late in swinger to Border. Oh, lovely shot. In come the England fielders, and crack goes Border's bat once again. 4 runs to Border. That takes him to 99.
The perfect off drive. Foot to the pitch of the ball. And that bat swinging right through the line there.
Well, just think, Alan Border was only on 80 when Whitney came to the crease, so it's tremendous performance by Border to take the lion's share of the bowling, and also to Mike Whitney for propping up at the other end. Last ball of both of them's over. Border on 99. And there it is. Beautifully placed. A wonderful century, the second in successive test matches by Alan Border. And he's achieved this despite all the plans and strategies of the England fielders. A marvellous 100 by Alan Border.
And he'll pick up 4 for that. Loose one from Embry. Full toss on leg stump. You can't ask for much more than that if you're a left-hander on 102. Goes to 106 now on a Border. 348 for 9. Right, he's off the mark, Michael Whitney. Off the mark in Test cricket. A handshake there from Alan Border, because not only is it Whitney's first run in 2 Test matches, but it's his highest score in first-class cricket. And he's no great believer in having the shirt tucked into the top of the strides. Well, go on, they can run for that if they want.
It's all going on again. Ian Botham trying to dig that one in. It really didn't get terribly high at all. Went off the shoulder with Mike Whitney.
Good delivery, and might even have troubled a number 7 or 8. Ian Botham, 47 overs, 13 maidens, 6 for 125. That's a good bowling performance on this track. There's a bit of bounce there, but it hasn't given the bowlers very much assistance at all. 106 to Alan Border. He leaves now to a standing ovation, and so he should. Well, I don't know how the Australians will view that in the dressing room, but the one sitting up here in front of the camera doesn't think much of it. 352 after what promised at the start to be something around about 400, perhaps even up towards the 500 mark. That tail again just slipped away there. Marsh 12, Bright 3, Lily Alderman and Whitney, and full marks to young Whitney for staying there with Alan Border for so long and enabling him to reach his century. That was a splendid innings from Alan Border, and he deserves full credit for that and the one he played at Old Trafford. 2 really top-class efforts from one of the best players Australia has produced in 20 years. He defied those bowlers. Willis 4 for 91. Bowled really well today, and so too did Botham. He swung the ball a lot, and that was significant as the game went on later in the afternoon. 6 for 125, both of them in 47 overs, 198 test wickets now. And although Dennis Lilly's approaching Lance Gibbs' record, Ian Botham's not all that far away either. So now to what the Australian bowlers might do on the same pitch where the batsmen had been bowled out for 352. Would there be a great deal of life in it, a lot of bounce, as we saw from Willis? Well, here's the first over, and Geoffrey Boycott's taking strike to that great fast bowler, Dennis Lilly, and with me in the commentary box is Ted Dexter. Boycott's away. And was doing the chasing. Three to Boycott, and Larkins now to take strike to Lilly. Not quite time that, but Larkins is off the mark. Misfield there by Willem.
And that's nudged away, exactly where the gully was moved from. Nicely controlled shot, kept it down, run it down to third man. There is no third man. So Boycott will pick up 3 runs there. That's a beautiful shot. Clipped nicely down to square leg, 4 runs. Type of stroke there that people at Northampton have been used to seeing coming from the bat of Wayne Larkins.
He looks splendid in the umpire's hat. Bit of the Groucho Marx there.
Well, it needed the umpire's hat for some action to come, even if it was worn by D. Lilly. Just shows you what authority that hat yields you. Just about the most productive shot that we've seen from these two. Showing the length, turned nicely off the legs.
Fine shot. Porter Larkins. Run for that. Good looking stroke, that one.
And this beautiful timed stroke from Wayne Larkins. He picks that ball off his legs very, very well indeed. And that went really quickly to the boundary.
Good shot again. Nice timing off the back foot to bring up the 50 for England. And they've done it rather comfortably. Larkins has gone to 28, 17 to Boycott. And he's gone. A little bit quicker, that one, and fraction more bounce. And Larkins, having just passed his previous best in Test cricket, 33, falls to Dennis Lilly, caught by Terry Alderman at slip for 34. So Dennis Lilly goes to 280 Test match wickets. Larkins goes back to the pavilion.
finds Chris Tavares to take strike. Last ball of Bright's over. And he's off the mark too. Not in spectacular fashion, but it's always a relief to get the first runs in the Test match innings. Great attempt that at a slip catch. Outside edge from Jeff Boycott. And mid the diving bodies, Terry Alderman was the second slip fielder.
And this delivery slanted across Jeff Boycott. And in the end, a little bit wide to play at, and that definitely carried to Terry Alderman. A great effort, low down to his left.
Well, that's overpitched, a rare one. It's not hit with any power, but it's pushed very easily through mid-off to bring Boycott 2 more runs. Boycott 39 and Tavares still 6. A chance to add to it now as he faces a fresh over from Ray Brighton. And again the forward plod, which means that in the last half hour only 8 runs have accrued since these two came together. And this packed oval crowd have very nearly had enough now. They're demonstrating, one or two looking a bit hostile around the edges. I think if the ball was turning and lifting, there would be something to say for it. But this is a beautiful wicket, and positively no reason why more strokes can't be played. Great shout going up. Is this going to be the first 4 for Boycott? No, it's not. But it will certainly be 3. Oh, Bob Willis pretty sure he's not going to be required again today. His captain alongside him. Paul Parker is due to come in next, but I would doubt very much if a wicket fell whether Brearley would send him in under these circumstances in his first Test match. That's the biggest roar of the day. In doubt as to whether to take 2, but he's done it. And that brings the 100 up finally for England. Takes Tavares on to 8, and 3 figures on the ball for England.
Well, that was slow going, and the crowd voiced a little bit of displeasure towards the end. They might have voiced a bit more if it had been Australia taking 43 overs for 100 for 1. But just the one success there for the Australian bowlers, Lillee getting Larkins for 34. I thought Larkins played well. He struck the ball very, very nicely, timed it well and placed it well. Boycott, well, it took him 43 overs for 47, and Tavares was very slow towards the end. I'm hoping that the 3rd day of this Cornhill Test match will be an absolute beauty. Sometimes we don't have Saturdays that provide a lot of marvellous cricket. I'm hoping that tomorrow will just be a nice finale to the season, the best Saturday we've had for the whole summer. But certainly England have done very, very well, and the bright spot for Australia was that performance of Alan Borders. Every time I see him play, I enjoy his batting more. He doesn't look great, but he is a very good player.